Welcome back to Nullius. As you might notice, I might have made some updates to the mod, which left some entities probably changed and maybe deleted. So I'm just scrolling through this, and I also looked at a few things already on the map when I loaded this the first time. So some of these assemblers seem to not be doing anything anymore. I might have to reset the recipes. That sometimes happens after updates. I guess this is the search compressor or something. Or it was some kind of compressor. I guess they have unified certain items so that there's only one kind of compressor, there's only one kind of turbine, and then you can just change what this turbine does, how this works with numpad plus. So this might now take a while to set up. I will just check to the left if there's anything changed. It doesn't seem that way, at least. This is just my chests and a few items. All these aluminum production lines still work fine. Okay, where did I leave the car? Probably there. So I will now go and check which of the recipes I need to reset. So there are compressors, search compressors. Okay, I've just pressed F1. Okay, I can just switch between search compressor and priority compressor, but I think I will leave it at search so that only uses energy when energy is available, basically. It doesn't use energy when the energy levels are low. So, I mean, it uses only leftover energy. I might also use some of those yield modules here if I find them. I think I might leave the car there because going through here might be a little bit more complicated. Okay, so far I didn't see any changes. And on the way back I will look at the lower end of the factory. I guess the solar panels still work as they should. And I get a lot of deliveries now. Okay, what does this need? I think this should be the open turbine one. And that needs motor 1, pipe 1, iron sheet and iron gear. At least at the moment I think that is what is available there. It seems so. That's good. So I don't know if this still has any value. Or if I should just remove this. This might be the second tier of the turbine. Although I'm not sure. There is aluminum sheets and steel gears. However, there are none of the red pipes. There are capacitors, yes. So I just need pump 2. I think I will disconnect this for now. I may just look what's at the end first. Not sure if there should be anything, but this definitely requires open turbine too. So I guess there are open turbines and closed turbines now. So this gains back the uncompressed working fluid. So I guess if there's steam inside, it will get back the water. I need to check that back there. So I'm not sure how exactly this will work there. But there are two different working modes. Maybe I can change those and just change them between the green ones and the yellow ones, which is backup turbine only turns on when power is needed. The standard turbine is used whenever there's steam available. Guess I should look at these lower parts of the factory later. And I should just go back and fix whatever is there. So there are a few things. What's on this? Okay, there's this motor too. I'm not sure whether that is actually what I want at the moment. Also, since this factory can't be used anymore, or it isn't used anymore, I will just dismantle it. Thought about maybe having the closed turbine here, but I'm not sure if all the ingredients are available. I will just introduce this there. And this will then just be open turbine 2. And I think I'm still missing the pump too. Not sure where that is. That might be pump 1. So I need to get the pump 2 backwards. I guess this wasn't in my playbook. Not what I had in mind when I first built this factory. But it's okay, I can just get a few things backwards. At least I hope I have the space for that. I might also just get this over the factory instead of through. I'm almost there. At least I get a lot of belts from my happy companions. Okay, I see a place where I can insert the stuff. It will involve going under this factory. Okay, I hope the aluminum sheets only go on one side, and I think I will not need those kinds of engines. And I will leave this there, so that the sheets really only go on the right side. And there are already some pumps. Of course, I don't really know if those pumps are still, or those turbines are still used in the same thing. The difficult thing is that they have a very similar icon. I'm not sure if it's at all different. So it's producing 2.5 megawatts compared to 1 megawatt. It has a crafting speed. So I will just... Oops, yeah, I'm picking up a lot of stuff at once. That's not always what I want. But I guess that's what I do. Let's just place that there. I can look at that. I wonder whether that decompresses stuff as well. I will later have a look at the place where this is needed. And I guess I'll just try introducing the old turbines in there. Okay, now I need to continue looking at things, whether they have changed. Obviously some things might have invisibly changed and just changed the recipe slightly and are still the same item. But then of course I wouldn't know until some problem appears down the line. So this is just a compressor 1. This is that one. I wonder... Okay, no. This is the compressor that I'm looking for. And I will just look at this compressor. And yeah, I can switch between search and priority. I guess that's basically what this did, or what this was. It was probably the search compressor. I'm not sure anymore what the first one was. So I will just remove this production line. So I get a lot of power switches, which now are not needed anymore. I guess this can just be a line without any split-offs. And this has also changed correctly. I wonder what else I picked up, what I might need to put away. This is some kind of electrolyzer. So this is just electrolyzer 1. And I guess this might have been the search electrolyzer. And this is really difficult to see a power pole item on the ground. So I will just put more of these electrolyzers in there. And then I need to make less of them in the future. can also put some trash away again and hope that it will be picked up at some point in the future. So this is done. Now I need to go back on the lower end. See if anything changed there that I can notice immediately. So might check the odd factory whether the ingredients still match what is actually needed. But I hope so. Kind of tedious to do something like an update checkup and basically waste the time that I could have spent on expanding the factory normally, but I guess the improvements also helped with not having to use too many factories. I might also have to look at my fluid factories in the south. I think I did put off something like this update for a long time, so other people might have experienced that much earlier. But I'm always aware and afraid of these kinds of to-dos, which will then happen if I do such an update. So far I didn't see any more things to do. And these factories also work. Guess I can speed those up. I think it might only be the factories that are the problem or the bottleneck. I'm not sure if there's any other purple science factory. And I think that might actually be the bottleneck at the moment. Not sure where the labs are. Okay, there. I wish that on the map the icon for labs would also somehow be something. Maybe there should be lab icons of some sort or some generic research icon. But yeah, I'm currently having this checkpoint battery prototype. So I need to produce 100 of them. Okay, this allows me to mirror things. But that now doesn't give me extra buildings like it would have done before. I think that is, or some of these checkpoints are the main bottleneck in terms of research. So I will just look at what this battery one needs. So this actually needs sodium and solvent. Carbon fiber also seems new. I guess that's one thing I needed argon for. There was something else I needed argon for. I guess that was just titanium or some titanium, titanium ingots. I tend to want to get closer to the battery though and maybe move my titanium to-dos to a later date. So we have carbon fiber, we need acrylic fiber. That is acrylonitrile. That's a word. So propene, oxygen, ammonia. In a chemical plant. Maybe I will just try that now. I'm now on my way back. Maybe to get the car. Maybe also to look at where I might have propene. I'm not sure if I have it. I have ethylene. Let's look at propene. So this is very far away. I think I would like to produce propene up here as well, like I would do down there, but currently, I mean, I don't want to improve any of the factories or use any of the factories in the south anymore. I'd rather just rebuild everything up here. But the space is also kind of running out, at least to the right of the rail track. I don't have any space anymore. So I will have to use the left. And I might just use this kind of column. Not sure if this is the right one for propane. I guess I need some other factories. Maybe those refineries or flotation cells. This uses propane, so I need to check where this is coming from. Okay, distillery, that's what it's called. Don't know if there's also a thing called refinery. So this is probably the ethylene processing first. That might take a while. I guess if I have a low amount of rocks that I will destruct, then the robots can handle that. Just if it's more than 5 or 6, I'm not sure. I guess it's the amount of robots that I have. If there are more rocks to be deconstructed, then they will first try to pick up the leftovers. Okay. And that. Ethylene, methane, propane, and benzene. I guess this can just be a pipe like that. And this will have to get ethylene. I also did install the pipe visualizer mod. And I'm not sure yet how to use that. I guess I will figure that out in the next episode. Or just before that. So, thank you for watching up till now, and I will be back in the next episode.